song of Christmas cheer, sing it in the morning. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it through the night. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it on the mountain. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing with all your might. I'm going home, home, I'm going home, home. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it on the highway. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it on the plane. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it on the byway. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it on the train. I'm going home, home, I'm going home, home. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, safe in heavenly Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it in the morning. Sing a song of Christmas cheer, sing it through the night. Sing a song
Hello.
of Christmas
Hey.
cheer, sing it on the mountain. Sing a song
Hey, how's it going there?
I don't know. I'll let you see the road.
Okay.
Does that work? No, you're looking at the sky.
I see the sky.
Hey, look, we got a little bit of sunlight.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Is that better? I can't
That's-
see it.
That I see some well, let me take the slide off. Let's there we go. Yeah, what are we looking at here? We are looking at we are outdoors. What is that? Some kind of a car wash drive-through type of thing?
Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube. You going to get an oil change then?
No, my storage unit is right next to it. And they're still open.
There, yeah. So
And
you
then
could-
this is a Big O Tires.
okay.
They're closed. They're not stupid.
Yes, and so we are.
Unless, of course, you wanted to get tires. Where's the front on the front lights? No, they're closed.
So now we just need Sparky Toaster to watch this so he can triangulate where you are and then pull up behind you.
Right.
Bit of a drive from Pennsylvania to California, but I'm
But
sure
hey,
he could-
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all these fucking cars. Where are they going?
Who in their right mind be on the road at this hour
That's right. No, everybody leaving the office,
at 5:00?
and they're
on
going
a
to
Monday.
Costco. I think they're going to Costco.
Oh, what? You're out Costco in Hayward?
Costco's nearby.
Which Costco?
San Ramon.
Oh, okay. Not the one I know. But yeah. All right, we are on the road. It is look
This
probably
guy,
less.
This guy up here in a white car doesn't sure which lane he ought to be in. He's kind of blocking both. He's
That's
turning
good.
left though.
Good to have options, but
That's right. That's right. He doesn't care about anybody else. But he got in line, so he's all right now.
And you pick up your Powerball ticket?
No. Why? Is that a big number right now?
Oh, it's at over 800 million right now. It's
800 million?
Which
Which means the winner could collect $1 billion. and give it all back to the states and the feds.
Oh, there you go. That's exactly what. No, estimated jackpot $875 million, cash value $403.6 million. Plus, you got to pay taxes on that. But still, not a bad jackpot to take home.
Right.
So, I've got my ticket. When it gets up near the $1 billion range,
That's right.
I throw my $2 in the pot.
You could buy a place next to Donald Trump.
Why?
You could if you're a billionaire.
I mean, I wouldn't be a billionaire because that's
Oh, but the taxes, right?
well. Plus, $875 million is less than $1 billion. So even if there were no taxes and you got the full cash value,
Right. Well, but even still, the number could pop up. Hey, look at this number. Everybody else just jumps into it, unless and their estimates are wrong. I think that happened before.
I suppose it could happen, but no. Of
Right.
all the places
There are
to live,
so many suckers in this country.
and here's one of them now.
Sparky Toaster?
No, hello Mars.
Hey, Mars.
Hi.
We're driving with Brian.
That's
I was
right.
taking a poop when I got my message.
That's what I was doing right before I started the stream, which is why it started like
Oops.
right at 8 o'clock. Oh,
Oops. It's
Whoops.
not set up for stoplights.
it's just drive right through them.
It's just kind of setting on the dashboard.
I see. Yeah, that's.
Oh, let's see. Are we bold enough to go? Yeah.
Well,
let's
I'm
go.
watching someone play GTA 4 and
4.
Brian driving.
And
I'm
Brian
gonna change the
driving.
channel
That's
here.
right. Oh, look on the
Oh,
right
she
here.
just ran into somebody. Okay, I'll
It
watch
used
that
to
later.
be. Can you see that? We just went past what used to be a Wendy's,
Well,
but the Wendy's sign is gone.
we're angled a little high right now, so we're seeing
Oh,
treetops.
sorry.
But that's
Oh,
okay.
That's right. See, we
It-
still have leaves.
It's
No.
as long as your eyes are on the road, it's okay if
No.
the camera's not on the road.
That's right. That's right.
But there we
Let's
go.
say
There's
Disco Elysium. Wait. Oh, there
What's
we
that?
are. Oh, I'm looking at all my streams. I'm trying to get to the right stream.
get to the right stream.
I was watching someone playing GTA 4 and had a poll whether they're gonna run over a pedestrian or not, and then there's someone playing Disco Elysium and a bunch of other games. I'm like, okay.
Well, I've been playing the GTA 5s again because they're getting ready to push out an update this week where you can buy mansions. And
But
they-
you already had a mansion.
no, not well.
Don't
No,
you
he
have
hasn't
a
won the-
don't you have
he
a
wasn't-
freaking club?
He
I
hasn't
haven't-
won the lottery yet.
I have a club. I have a penthouse. I have a yacht. I have a submarine. I have a penthouse in the casino. But I have a car wash.
I mean, you have to have a car wash, right?
I have an air hangar. I have a scrap yard.
You are totally winning this game.
But I do not have a mansion.
No,
that-
Gators, apparently there is a mod that people are doing.
Okay.
They're taking their own music and making their own radio stations. Have you done this yet?
Well,
No
that's not a
shit.
mod. That's an actual feature. Of,
Oh, is it a
of the
feature?
game. Oh yeah, you just
Okay.
So we could
all
actually
you-
do our show on
Oh, I
GTA
don't.
5.
Do you want it to play YouTube? I mean, I guess you could save a bunch
Well,
of
it's-
the mods as MP3s and just have them
you-
play in the background.
you load your pre-recorded music files into a folder in the game's folders, or your actually the game folder in your profile folder. So each user profile on Windows could have their own unique radio station, technically. But and then it makes a radio station out of those files in the music folder of the. But that's a normal feature in the game. It's a nice feature. I have my own radio station as well on my GTA
Oh.
Online.
Sorry, I sent in the
Well-
chat room. No, now you're showing chats.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's watching this week. After going away for a few weeks, we may have
Lost Friends. So, and they're going to miss residential Christmas decorations.
Oh,
They
happy
are.
affiliate anniversary!
What?
Happy what?
Gators, it's your affiliate anniversary.
It's my affiliate anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
Thank you. Do I get anything for that?
A
what
happy
does that
anniversary.
mean?
When you log in, it says in the little thing, it says "Wish Gators happy affiliate anniversary." See right there. See?
Is that Twitch or YouTube?
Yeah, it's on the Twitches. Look at that.
I mean, yeah. Wow.
There, I just wished myself a happy affiliate anniversary because it asked me. It gave me the option to wish myself a happy affiliate anniversary.
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that nice? That
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay then. And someone
I get the feeling that most of the Christmas decorations aren't on yet.
Oh, Brian, did you get your Christmas decorations?
They're in my car.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I'm driving. I was leaving
I
the
was gonna
storage
set.
unit.
I was gonna set up my Christmas decorations, but I forgot. I got lazy and took a nap instead.
Yeah, I was.
I was not method manning it at least.
My
woke up-
wife wanted to get these all out of the storage unit earlier today,
Uh-huh.
but I took a nap instead.
You know,
And then
I agree.
I
I
got
took
up-
one too.
I got up at the right time. I got up just before she got home.
I was thinking of just messaging you all like, yeah, I'd rather take a nap than do the show. But after not doing a show for the past 2 weeks,
If you ever
it
want to
seems like a
message us and
waste.
say that, I'm not going to complain.
Okay,
Right.
I'll
I just put it on Twitter. Yo, no show. We're napping.
Well, yeah,
there's
because
a house for sale over here.
Ooh, are you Brian?
if I win
I
the,
don't know. I just noticed. I have to look into it.
if my Powerball numbers come through tonight, I'll buy that house.
Hey, you know what?
You heard it
It's
here
funny.
first.
This is something that happened between now and last show. Someone came to my door, knocked on it, and looks at me and goes, "So, we are having a open house down the street." I'm like, "Okay, which ones?" The condos over there. I'm like, "Are they one bedroom?" Yeah. Sorry. And I opened my door. I look in. I let him in. I go, "Does it look like this?" He goes, "Yeah, looks exactly like this." I'm like, "Why would I want to go to the open house? I don't have to go. I can sit in my own condo without pants on, and I don't have to see anybody." And he looks at me, and he laughs. He goes, "Yeah, valid," and he walks off.
Yeah, usually you go to an open house to look to trade up, not lateral.
No,
but
it
if
was exactly the same floor plan.
But was it closer to your work or
No, same condo
Yeah.
complex.
same?
Same complex.
The same complex.
It's right down, yeah.
Why
same-
is he
right.
inviting people within the same complex that have this?
Maybe he's hoping that he had a friend that's looking for
Yeah.
a condo.
Maybe someone wanted
Share the
this
word.
condo because it's closer. I don't know, or better location. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm like, is it a one bedroom? They walk in, they go, "Yep, same floor plan."
Well, I remember when I was moving out of the last apartment I was in before I bought the house. The people in the unit above us were very interested in moving down to our unit, but that was because they were on a third floor, sloped ceilings.
Oh.
Oh, I like
Okay,
I like the
I
slope
have
ceiling.
arrived,
It's
so
kinda
I
neat.
got to get off.
All right,
Okay.
all right. Brian's
All right,
gonna
well,
get
I'll
off.
see you in a while. I'm unloading the car and then probably pee. Everybody
That's a
wants to
good
know
idea.
that, right?
Well, I would pee before.
Well, the two of
show.
us talked about our poops, so
Yeah,
you know
well, I do
that's-
both. I do both. You can't just poop
Oh,
without
okay.
peeing. That's
Okay,
standard
great.
procedure.
You're an old
That's
man. We
super.
know you're gonna pee.
Boy, I'm not even hardly visible.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
What Gators doesn't know is I usually pee about 20 minutes before the end of the show. I just kind of walk away and come back. I don't say anything.
Too much information.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you.
We'll see you. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying things. And
You're saying you took a nap?
yeah, I did take it. Well, because I had to wake up at 5:45 this morning to go out in the cold and take the train into work from the office today after having a nice week and a half away from work. So that's.
Oh, did you have all last week off?
I did. I
Oh,
did.
nice. Nice.
I was going to take this week off, but then I got the invite to my aunt's birthday celebration for last Monday, and I'm like, well, I'll just take the week off before. And so I drove down to Jersey on Monday, and then drove back home on Tuesday.
Well, there was no show yesterday, so I figured I'm like, and then I saw, oh, it's 5:02. I don't get a message, and my phone's in there. All of a sudden, I got a message.
Well, that was I was napping after because I'm tired from being up this morning, and I woke up and
Understandable, completely understandable.
And I woke up, it was like 15 minutes to go time, and I had a bunch of alerts that some Amazon packages are waiting out in the cold at the door. So I went down, brought the packages in, and then it was like, I need to take.
Well, you got to take those now.
stop.
The package thieves are out in droves right now. So
Yeah. And I had to do my little pit stop, and then I But no, it was a good week off. I got a lot of tidying up done around the house, so I am ready to host Christmas dinner with Kristen's family.
Nice.
So
Nice.
So I get to stay put and drink while they come to me, and Kristen is doing the cooking this year. She wanted to do plan the menu and do the cooking this year.
Ooh,
We're doing
go
some kind of a beef dish of some sort.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It'll be really nice.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Is electric shock or trank darts better for package thieves? What do you think?
I'm a little old-fashioned. I think nothing is better than a good old glitter bomb.
Oh no, I'm gonna put them out for a while. Are you kidding? Don't mess with me.
No,
I don't care
no,
about.
no,
I
no.
don't care about the glitter. They can be shining like a disco ball. I don't care. That's not gonna hurt them.
Old school glitter bomb, fart spray, cameras installed, video posted
The guy's cool.
online.
The guy's cool. I don't think he did anything this year, did he? He hasn't done anything last year.
I think he's retired the
I think he's retired. He's done so much to that one package. I think he's done. No, I was thinking about a trank dart. I found a it's like a crossbow that you could the hand what are those called, the little hand shooting crossbows.
Okay.
What are those things called? The ones with it's like a yeah, I guess it is a crossbow. No, it's a little handgun one, and you can put trank darts in it. And I'm thinking about shooting the package thieves with them.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, people pay for those anyway. The horse strikes, don't they take those to get high and go to sleep or something?
So people might start intentionally stealing packages looking for tranks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that could be.
It's fine.
Well,
it's fine.
I gotta say this morning was annoying because not only do I do the commute at 5:45, like I was talking about, waking up at, but man, the fucking mass transit. They decided that right now is when it's fucking freezing cold, and people want to not be out walking in the fucking freezing cold or out waiting in the fucking freezing cold, is when to close a bunch of the light rail lines for some routine maintenance.
No.
Which I tell you, it feels like every fucking time I go into the damn city, something's closed and they're running. So I get out. I get out at Back Bay Station, which is where I take the train to. And the reason why I take the train to Back Bay, I could have gotten out at Ruggles and had a 15-minute walk to the office, which is not bad, but
it's cold.
It's cold. And the thing is, there's another line that runs out towards Framingham and Worcester that comes out of Back Bay Station. And if the trains run on time, I get to Back Bay Station about 10 minutes before a train is heading out towards Worcester. And if I take that train to the next stop, that stop is very close to where I work. So that is very convenient. Of course, today is one of these days where the damn train is fucking running late. So I get to Back Bay Station after that train has left the station. The next one's like a half hour.
Well,
so
yeah.
So at that point, but that's okay because it's still less walking normally from Back Bay, because I could walk a few blocks over and catch the Green Line out closer to where I work. the green line.
Do you ever
light
look
rail.
at your car, get out, look at your car in the driveway, and say, "That has a heater in it."
It does have a heater in it, but it would take me longer to
I
get
know,
in using
I
that.
know. But do you ever just debate?
Well, I sometimes debate driving it and down the street and parking it at the station rather than walking to the train station. But no, I don't debate driving it all the way into the
You
city.
get a little electric scooter. You can scoot over there.
I want to just sit down on the train and fall asleep for the trip into the city. I can't do that while I'm driving. They tend to.
I mean,
frown
you
on
could.
that.
I mean,
I could.
there's
but
Grand Theft Auto. You know how to run into things.
I do know how to run into. I like to keep that into the virtual world though.
Oh.
And we haven't proven this world to be virtual yet, so
Hasn't been
And-
proven, but
it hasn't been proven. There's some
well, when
theories.
the AI code just rewrites it all, it's fine.
Yeah. So anyways, I get out at Back Bay and that train is gone. So it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to walk over to the Green Line. And as I'm walking towards the Green Line station, I see a sign referencing, shuttles this way for Babcock. And I'm like, I don't know what a Babcock is. I don't know if Babcock is that direction or the other direction, because that's not a station I get off at. So that's either the other direction or past my station. I don't know what that and that those are all facing the opposite direction that I want to go. So I'm like,
So you don't want to go that way.
So it must be, but it's a one-way road. So I think that was really where I was supposed to get on the shuttle. The thing is, I didn't realize that at the time, and I kept on walking, figuring, oh, it's closed that direction, but it's probably still open this direction. And as I get within sight of the Green Line station, I see a guy standing outside the Green Line station to shoo people away to not go into the Green Line station because it fucking closed. So I'm like, oh, fucking. Oh. So I have to turn around. I turn around, I walk back. I still don't know if that shuttle I walk past is the right one or not, because it could be going the opposite direction, because they're probably running two directions. And as I walk back, I see a sign for, Green Line Kenmore. And I know I want to, go to or past Kenmore, that direction, across the street. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I want. The arrow's pointing across the street. I'll cross the street and walk that way. Well, I crossed the street. I walked that way. There was no shuttles. There was no other signs. There was nothing. I ended up having to walk all the way to the damn office from Back Bay Station this morning because these fucking jackasses can't put up coherent signs that make any fucking sense or even point in the right fucking direction. So, to the person managing the Twitter account for MBTA, I hope you delivered those 5-pagefuls of fuck yous to whoever is fucking responsible for those signs.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure they know. They made me very
They're like,
angry.
All right, they're going to look at their little list when you ask them someday, are you Johnny Gators on Twitter? Is that you? Yeah.
I'll be happy to tell them exactly who I am. I mean, they made me walk a half hour out in the freezing
No, they're
fucking
going to say,
cold.
Are you?
Someone's getting a knee to the groin is when I meet the person who's responsible for that sign.
They're going to look at it and say, are you F. Elon? What?
Yeah, well, it's really the only fitting screen name to have these days on that site. Because fuck that guy.
I mean, he does run it, but still.
Well,
not really.
Not really.
Sense.
No, he doesn't run any. He's a leech on society.
You know what?
He's one of those people that's just a leech on society that's hoarding resources and basically destroying everything.
I don't like the guy. I don't respect the guy. But he did just get $1 trillion. So I mean, he must be doing something.
Well, yeah, he's manipulating systems to funnel wealth and resources into his pockets at the expense of everyone else's back.
Okay.
He's a leech on society. We need to get rid of these fucking leeches, or we need to find a way to stop letting these leeches exploit our system and funnel resources away from everyone to be hoarded. The system doesn't work when you have an elite few that just hoard everything.
True. But,
it's not a Robin Hood situation. That's not right either. But the system is tilted and rigged to create this situation that everything is getting fucking hoarded by an elite few, and that yeah, they're doing something right. They bought themselves a government is what happened.
Well, I don't know. I didn't do it, so.
No, you and I can't afford to buy ourselves a government.
Not yet. I mean, I could have the government in my condo. I don't know about it.
I don't know. Yeah, well, you know, you pretty much you got yourself a free set of stairs.
You know what? I sat on those stairs today. I went outside, sat on those stairs, and said, "Yep, they're here." And then I got up and I came back in time because outside.
Right. Oh, it's much nicer outside there than it is here. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it was 60 today. It was okay. It was a little cold, but
And then I get to do it again tomorrow.
Well,
tomorrow I am not making the same mistake. If the train's running late tomorrow, I'm just going to get out at Ruggles and deal with the walk from there.
Have you looked at the weather tomorrow in your neck of the woods?
I think it's going to be warmer than it was today, but it's been a while since I looked.
There's some huge storms coming to the states. I'm just saying. There's like 3 storms coming. I don't know if you're affected, but there are a lot of people that are like, crap, there's going to be, what is it? Ohio Valley's getting like 13 feet of snow or something.
Well, tonight it's going to drop down to 8 degrees.
That's cold. Stay inside.
But tomorrow it's going to be mostly sunny, 30/24.
That's way too, I hope that's Celsius, because I ain't going outside in that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be cold, but it was cold today too. So it's but they're not calling for any precipitation.
I'm just saying, unless it's 70 degrees, I don't want to go outside.
You know, I gotta talk about you know, every time I see these cold temperatures and sun shining, it always reminds me of dear old Mrs. Mack. I wonder if she's still alive. She might be.
Mrs. Mack? Was she
Mrs.
dressed in
Mack.
black, black, black?
You know, it's no, that was Miss Mary Mack. I don't know. This was Mrs. Rosalind Mack, is who this was. I'm talking about. Yeah.
Both nuns?
No, she was not a nun. She was a volunteer.
She sounds like a nun. Rosalind Mack sounds like a nun.
Rosalind Black. No, Mack. No. So Mrs. Mack was a volunteer. Actually, I don't know if she was a volunteer or if she was paid, because she would be in the school parking lot in the morning when kids arrive before the bell rang for school to start, to just kind of keep an eye on the kids.
Oh, cool.
Milling around.
They're really neat. I love those.
Yeah, we didn't have a playground. We had parking lots outside the school to just kind of chill at, and we also had balls until they ended up on the roof. And you always knew when work was being done on the roof, because all of a sudden there was a shit ton of balls to play with during.
And everybody runs around. Oh my God! Look at all the balls. Let's go!
And gradually, the amount of balls.
Like, oh, I remember this ball. This is the best one around.
Yeah.
Kick.
Yeah.
I guess we're not seeing that till next time.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, the balls would disappear, and I didn't participate. Sometimes I saw one go on the roof, but I didn't realize there were some of them that it's like, wow, I remember that ball. I didn't realize it was up on the roof. So. Damn kids could never learn. They just kept kicking them back up on the roof. And then
you get these balls, you walk around. What? This one looks brand new. Where'd this one come? It's been on the roof. I mean, it just was released and then right up on the roof. Uh-huh.
So anyways, Mrs. Mack was there, and me, I didn't get along with kids all that well, so I get chatty with Mrs. Mack and chat with her a bit. Wow. But the main reason I wanted to chat with Mrs. Mack and make nice with Mrs. Mack, because Mrs. Mack had the authority to let us go inside and chill in the hallways of the school waiting for the bell to ring, rather than the chill out in the parking lot. If the weather was bad, if it was, raining or bad weather, or it was too cold, she would let us
Oh, go inside.
go inside. And
Yeah,
we just
my one of my elementary schools were like that too.
And so there were days where it was not raining, not precipitation, but it was fucking cold. And those days, me and her kind of had a little bit of a disagreement as to whether or not those were circumstances that were enough to let us in and warm up in the hallway rather than freeze our nuts off out in the parking lot. And her line every time. I mean, there was one time it was wind chill 7 below zero. And her line was, the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. And I'm like, you're fucking mental, man. What the hell is wrong with you?
Says the one that moved to Maine for a while. I mean, honestly, Gators, she toughened you up.
I moved to Maine to live in a trailer, not to camp out in the front yard. Come on.
Close enough, right?
It wasn't that drastic of a change from Jersey. I mean, yeah, there was more snow. There was studded snow tires, more of an expectation to, plow through and get yourself to work in inclement weather. But it's still pretty much a seasonal area where you have your hot summers and your snow and cold winters. It wasn't that drastic of a difference from Jersey. It was a difference.
I like my two seasons here, summer and fall. Thank you.
Mildly warm to mildly cool.
Yeah. Well, it did get down to 40 degrees last night, so I mean that's pretty cool. The Gators would be out there in shorts. I'm like, oh.
Oof, down in the 40s, man. Jeez, did you get your parka out?
No, I sit inside with my heater on. I'm not going outside the 40s. What are you talking about? Dude, my heater's on when it's 60 degrees outside. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, 40s, you do got to get the heater on a little bit, but not that much. It was not like here. I mean, here it's annoying because, like, this house, I don't know what happened in the history of this house, but they did away with the forced air heating, and the only thing that heats this house is hot water flowing through the pipes around the perimeters of the floors, and so that makes it really tough for the open first floor plan to keep up on days where it gets down to the single digits.
Do you have space heaters you plug in?
No, we just put on warm clothing and just kind of deal with it. I will say that last week on the days when it got kind of colder, I don't know. I think Kristen may have done the same thing. I don't know if it was intentional or not intentional, but I pretty much spent most of my time upstairs because the upstairs tends to stay warmer than the downstairs because you have the rising
I do that at my sister's.
heat.
I did my sister. My sister has wood wall. Her place has horrible insulation. So I go to visit. It's like I'm like freezing my butt off. I go upstairs. I'm like, oh, it's about 15 degrees warmer up here. I'm staying up here.
Yeah.
And they're like, come downstairs. I'm like, no, it's cold. And they're like, oh.
Well, part of the issue is that to conserve oil, I set the thermostat to go down to 55 at night downstairs.
Oh my God.
We're sleeping upstairs. So why should I burn a bunch of oil overnight to heat the downstairs? So yeah, I just set it to go down to 55 downstairs, but I also set it to turn back on and warm up like a few hours before we get up.
Mine's always set to 74. If it's under 74, the heater's on.
But if it's cold, it's going to take longer to get up to temp from 55 than normal. And we're going to get up. It's still going to be, but I don't set the upstairs to go down as low.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, they're two separate thermostats.
Right, I have.
Oh, that's fine. If you set downstairs to 55, well, I wouldn't set to 55. I'd probably set it to 60 or something. But honestly, upstairs, if there's a different one and you're at night, there's no reason to heat the bottom stairs. That makes sense.
Right. Yeah. So I maintain.
And then, let me guess, in the early morning, you go down to the basement and say, "Oh, it's nice and cool down here."
Actually, I think it was warmer in the basement than it was on the first floor sometimes because the basement has the furnace right there in it. So that radiates a lot of heat down there.
I'll probably stay in the basement. Give me the basement. hang out next to the furnace.
Maybe if I move the furnace to the first floor, get
Oh,
more of that
Gators!
heat.
When was the last time you tried to pick up a furnace? Have you tried picking up a furnace?
I didn't
By the
mean
way,
be literally, and I wasn't serious about that at all.
Yeah.
But thank you for entertaining that idea.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you tried to pick up a furnace, I don't know.
No. There's no trying to pick.
It's
up.
like, oh, the big oil thing. We'll just stick it on the second floor, our first floor. It's easier.
Yeah, just for efficiency in the heating.
Actually, that would be pretty freaking a lot more efficient than in the basement. But people don't put their oil on the first floor.
Because there was part of me was thinking like maybe I should actually put some insulation in the basement ceiling to try to insulate between the floor and the basement. And I'm kind of like, well, why bother? The basement gets so fucking warm anyways. I don't think from the furnace being there, I don't think that would help me any.
Yeah.
But I did plug up the vents because there were still open vents with no ductwork anymore that basically opened up air to flow freely between the basement and the first
You
floor.
might as well. You get better circulation that way. Yeah.
I blocked those up. I figured that, but maybe I should have left them open. Maybe I don't know. Actually, I probably should have. I mean, heck, one of the big vents is right near the furnace. It probably would let some hot air float up. Maybe I should open that back up.
Yeah, but then you're gonna have more inefficient airflow through the whole thing. If you have the airflow go downstairs, you might as well just have it go straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just. I mean, heck, it's not like it's airtight between the basement and the first floor, and it's just a vent. In fact, it was. I didn't do that till like months into here. That I'm like, yeah, let's. I basically just bought this like insulation foaming stuff and just kind of wedged it up there, but which now it's collected a bunch of dust and looks kind of grimy when you look into the vent, just kind of landing on this green foam that's you see.
Oh, you went to the Michaels and picked up the green foam, didn't you?
No, it was from a hardware store.
Oh, okay.
It comes in
It
colors.
wasn't that green thick poster board, was it?
No, not poster board. It was insulating foam.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. But there you go. Well, one time I thought that, maybe I should try to insulate the basement a little better by putting up a big thing of insulation in the doorway, because there's a door in the back of the basement that has little stairs that goes out to the outside. And I thought maybe I should just close that off with a big board of insulation. So I went to the hardware store. I found a piece of insulation that'd be big enough and tall enough to just block off that doorway. And I went and I paid for it, and I took it out to the car, and I realized that I had made a huge mistake. And then I went back into the store and I returned it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because there was no way I could even... I must have looked like an idiot walking towards my car with this big-ass piece of foam that stood no chance of fitting in even my little SUV type of car thing.
Well, you can strap it to the roof.
I did not come prepared to strap things to the roof.
Duct tape?
Maybe.
You laugh,
Maybe.
Gators,
Maybe.
you laugh, but you've driven in California, you know.
I know, but I'm not going to do that.
Have you seen people attach trees to the roofs? They'll take giant rolls of duct tape. My favorite was they'll take giant rolls of duct tape and they'll twist it so it's like a big long rope and they'll wrap it around the roofs. And I'm like, well, I mean that works.
I will say the one of my early IKEA trips, I bought that big ass corner desk that I used to use.
See, I wanted a corner desk. I just have nowhere to put it.
Well, they take up so much. When I had it originally, it was in the kitchen in Oakland when I was doing my shows out of that kitchen, and it was great there. And then as I moved into other apartments, I set up in my rooms, and it was in my kind of office room. But the reason I got rid of it was because it became like the only thing I could do in the room that I put it in. Everything gravitated around sitting at the desk and working at my computers. And, I wanted to have kind of a, TV lounge kind of situation. So I finally just ditched the desk. But the point is I buy this desk from IKEA. And Brian is back in the house. And I couldn't fit it in the car. So, but IKEA was nice enough to have twine right there. And my car had a roof rack. So I put the boxes up on the roof rack, and I wrap it with twine. And twine is the work of the devil. Twine exists for one reason and one reason only, and that is to separate as much of your skin from your hand as it possibly can.
That's why people wear those big leather gloves when they're working with it.
And when I finished tying it up, it had a little bit of wiggle to it. I guess I did not have the skill it wasn't going anywhere, but it was also wiggling, and I knew that things wiggling while you're driving is not good. So I took all the local roads home that time. I did not get back onto 580 to get home that day. I just took local roads. And took
Well,
it
depends on what time it was. It would have been fine at rush hour.
Well, no,
Rush hour, you've been going 2 miles an hour. So
well, that's true, but no, this was not rush hour. So Brian, you got the tree up. It sounds like.
Oh, no. First row of branches are on. I got to go do some more. But I'll be in and out.
Oh, I got the tree that the branches, it's just 3 modules. You just, boom, boom, and...
My other tree is just 2 modules.
mine actually
And
folds down, kind of like you have to...
Yeah.
This
straighten
one's
the
one's
branches,
old school.
Yeah. Mine was bought last year on sale
Yeah.
after Christmas.
Well, if I get
Wicked.
Powerball, I'll buy you a new tree.
All right.
Was Powerball 800 million now?
875 million.
Yay.
Wow. What are you going to 875 million? Well, I'm sorry, it'll be 430 million when you're done.
Well, no, that's only round one. Round one is, cash value is 403.6 million, and then they take taxes out of that.
Yeah, see, I do 26 annual payments if possible.
Oh, no, take the cash lump, I think is the
What
rule
am I
of
going to do
thumb.
with all that dollar? The banks only do 250,000 at a time.
Well, I consult with my accountant, but I'd imagine that I'd max
Yeah,
out.
I'd have to pay for an accountant because I don't have one of those.
I'd max out.
Do I need to talk to your dad? I just call, hey, Gators, I need to talk to your dad.
I would max out all the retirement types of things that you could max out.
Oh, yeah.
I'd max out my health savings. I'd set up different funds for different people. I probably set up education funds for relatives or things like that. I'd figure things out, and then I'd start figuring out like what once I have all my stuff squared away, I'd figure out. Probably donate a large chunk of it,
I call up your dad and say, yo, I need some help. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. You can help me with my 875 million, and I'll pay you, no problem. And by the way, I'm buying your Chevelle, and I'm bringing a truck down to send it to Kansas, to Arkansas. Yeah,
It ain't for sale.
yeah.
It
Dude, Gators,
not for
Gators,
sale.
not for sale. 870 million. I can find a price.
You could find another Chevelle, is what you can find.
Really? Your dad wouldn't take $1 million for that Chevelle?
Dude, that was his grandfather's car.
He still wouldn't take $1 million?
I don't think so.
Really? All right. Would do like a Dodge Charger instead. I'll send him an old school Charger, but Chevelles are awesome, dude.
I don't know. Would he take the $1 million? That's hard to say, but it's kind of a dick move to offer $1 million to someone for a sentimental object that has emotions that you don't put dollar signs on.
Well, if I pay him $1 million, can I go down there and do a burnout in one of his Firebirds?
That would probably be doable.
Good. I do that. I'm like, yo. And we need to record this. We are sending it to Gator so he will know how to do a burnout. Come on. Because your son doesn't know how to do a burnout, and there's a problem here with
It's
someone
not
who
that I don't know
owns.
how to do a burnout. I just have no reason or
I'd be like,
desire.
the son of a
anyway.
man who owns a bunch of these awesome cars doesn't know how to do a burnout.
There's
Come on,
one
come on.
reason, and one reason only to do a burnout, and that's if after I make a turn, I glance in the rearview mirror and I realize, oh shit, that thing's closer than I thought. That is,
Or
See, that's exactly why you do it,
yeah.
and why you'll learn it, because you might have that emergency.
You know what?
You got to practice it.
I learned how to do this stuff in Kentucky. Come on, with the old hoopties, the Dodge Charger I sat in that had no floorboard in it and stuff like that. You sit in the
Right.
back and you're looking, you're like, yeah, I see the road underneath me. I better not drop anything.
So, anyways, we do need to follow up. It's been so long since we've done this show. We do have to once again ask about the turkey.
You got the turkey?
So, how did everyone's Turkey Day go?
Definite turkey. We smoked our turkey this year. It's amazing.
You
Oh,
smoked
right
it?
off.
Did you
yeah.
get high?
You were thinking the same thing I was.
No. You know what?
You inhaled that turkey.
Honestly, that turkey was so dang good. It's close to it. Oh, it was so good.
Just seeing a drumstick hanging out of your mouth.
No. Gators. You picked up the drumstick. The meat fell off.
Nice.
Woo.
It was amazing. He did such.
You just wanted the bone anyway, right?
No.
She don't
No.
eat meat, but she sure likes the bone.
I do know that song.
Whoosh.
Wow. When's the last
Whoosh.
time I heard that song?
I'm impressed you brought that one up, but yeah.
I hated that song. It was everywhere for a week.
Was it really?
That
Oh,
one
yeah.
was
For a week?
not-
Nice.
Wait, what,
that
Brian?
one is not on my Plex server.
You're not familiar with She Don't Eat Meat, but she sure likes the bone?
No.
Brian?
Oh.
No.
Brian, did you do your lifetime Plex pass during Black Friday sales?
No, I'm not paying them any money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. I didn't remember the name of the band was Dead-Eye Dick. Wow, I have not heard this.
Why does that sound like what's his name from Tipping Through the Tulips?
Okay, does this riff ring a bell?
I haven't heard the song in a while.
Oh, when did this come out?
It's like 85, right? 86?
No.
Was it that old?
94.
Was it 94?
94.
So not before you were born.
Right. She's a vegetarian.
Catchy tune.
Here it is.
Don't eat meat, but sure like the bone.
And you hated the song?
Yeah, well, it
Did you
was
just hate,
annoying.
did you just hate the Tool Time part of it?
It was just one of those things that it didn't appeal to me. The style, the riff.
Who was playing? Where would
Dead-Eye
you hear it?
Dick.
Where would you hear it?
Radio.
Radio, school dances.
Oh, is it school
Radio.
dances? Were they allowed to play that at the dance?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I did go to dances, so.
Well, she's a vegetarian. She doesn't eat meat. It has nothing to... So, that's how you
Right.
Yeah.
That-
get it on a technicality.
That's what they were saying in their
They're
cars on
talking
the way
about
out of the
chicken
dance.
bones, obviously.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were singing in the cars on the way out of the dance, right?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, in the 70s, they sang about my ding-a-ling.
Well, that's an
For
awesome
sure,
song.
for sure.
So it's nothing new.
Yeah.
Oh, I was listening to SCM Radio, and they were interviewing Donovan, and he was talking briefly about Mellow Yellow, and talking about he just kind of give you the bigger picture. You didn't want to go talk details. Everybody speculates on what Mellow Yellow means,
Right.
but it really
That
comes
was a
down
drink.
to he and John Lennon would just kind of hang out and just look randomly for lyric ideas. Go through a newspaper. Oh, that
Right.
phrase sounds funny, or that could rhyme with something,
It's-
and then just paste stuff together. So it means nothing.
it-
Oh yeah, a lot of
it's-
things mean nothing.
It's not the flavored acid they were doing that week.
Probably.
Probably.
He didn't
Probably.
mention. He didn't mention that part.
You know, the mellow yellow, the deep purple, and another time. You know.
Right.
I always thought Hurdy Gurdy Man was better though.
Oh, sure. No, that was a cool song. I mean, he had the neat stuff.
But anyways,
You like
what
his
was-
electronic vibrato?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like a real voice can't do that.
Yeah. So, right. Oh,
But no,
we
it's
got on-
cool.
We got on this tangent because we were talking about smoking turkey, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
smoking
good,
turkey.
but it was really good. You know, broccoli casserole.
Does
some-
somebody make
yeah.
the wrappers big enough to hold a turkey, or is it turkey bits?
No, it's a whole turkey. You stick it in the smoker.
No. When it's done, you had the big old paper wrapper from Zing Zang or whoever the big paper maker is.
When it's done, we just put it in a big thing and everybody just cut it and took it.
Oh, okay,
We
so you're
didn't-
not consuming it whole. You're consuming it in pieces,
well, you got to cut it
and
out.
that's when you light up.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think that Mars is quite following us yet.
I mean,
I
The-
think we're over the bit at this
I-
point.
We're
I'm
over,
just saying,
we're over the
my-
bet. Yes.
my 5-year-old nephew had 2 servings. So what does that say?
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Adult
anyways,
size servings or
Huh? No.
kind of adult size?
His
servings?
size servings. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So what-
That's good.
so what about you, Brian? Any divorced people
What?
at your Thanksgiving this
What?
year?
Div-
One year you was
what?
talking about some divorced person,
Yeah,
or
Brian-
remarried
Brian.
person,
Bri-
or somehow this was
With the divorcee. No, we didn't do that. We did hear from that cousin.
okay.
And actually, her husband had died. I think it was last year
Oh,
or a year
Sorry.
before.
all kind of.
I
blur together.
think she is still hanging out with her. What would be the relationship between your late husband's ex-wife? I guess that's what you would call it. There should be a magic word for it.
Roommate.
Bitch.
Wow.
No, they get along. I was thinking of that word. No, that would be rude.
Wow.
But well, normally an ex-wife is
Yes, no,
necessarily.
they got along with the
that
exes
is an
got along.
interesting connection to be friends with your late husband's ex-wife. That is an interesting one.
Well, the ex-wife is older than my cousin, so
Mhm.
it's not like they hang out. She'll help the ex now and then. I haven't heard anything about her lately.
Okay. So how was your Thanksgiving?
So we went to the restaurant
Nice.
and we had it. We did that last year as well. This year was not as good as last year. The turkey was
Oh.
dry. That's
I'm
why you
sorry
need
to
to
hear that.
smoke it and brine it and whatever.
Just add more cranberry sauce to it. It's fine.
Well, that's what I did.
Well, maybe if
Now-
you brought your own rolling papers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't smoked, so it's like, yeah, that's not the same. But so my wife doesn't like gravy, so she had it on the side. So not only had my portion of gravy, I had hers, and I had
Nice.
plenty of cranberry sauce to make it edible. Now you do have other choices. You don't want a turkey. You could also have smoked salmon, and didn't feel like that. Or you could have. There's usually a beef option. Last year, that's what I did, and it was much better.
Mm-hmm.
This year, it was just a New York strip, and I was like,
No ham?
I didn't feel like, and they did not have a ham option.
So
Oh.
I have a
Really
question.
why.
This is a question. I don't know if this is
Yes,
a
sir.
faux pas or not. Okay, there's a question. Thanksgiving dinner. Went to my nieces. I went to my sisters
Yes.
and went to my nieces. Right.
Okay.
So she made the cranberry sauce and stuff this year.
Yeah.
That's good. I brought a can of cranberry sauce as well because I didn't know she was making it. Right. Because you had the random cans of cranberry sauce in your cupboard. You bring one with you. Go.
The-
You know,
the can of-
the
The
Yeah,
can
yeah,
of gel, right?
yeah, the gel, the good stuff. You know, the gel.
Yeah,
That's fine.
right.
So I bring it, and
lines on the
I
can.
said, "Oh, you make cranberry sauce? Okay, well, I guess you don't need my can of cranberry sauce." She goes, yeah, we don't need it this year. It's fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. An hour after we ate, we were sitting on the couch watching something. Do you think it's a faux pas that I opened the can and started eating the cranberry sauce with a spoon? Is that wrong or
Absolutely not. I think that's fine.
Okay.
You
I wanna
brought
make
your
sure.
own post-meal snack.
I did.
Did you-
I ate the
did you
I ate the whole
ask-
can too.
Did you
I
ask
tease you
anybody?
for it, but it's
Jesus.
fine.
What?
Did you ask anybody else if they wanted any?
Yeah, my 5-year-old nephew took a bite or two.
Okay,
there you
right
go.
out of the can.
Yeah,
So-
I had a big. I just Brian. I don't go for the stupid ass soup spoon, regular spoon. I took a soup spoon to it.
Oh,
So, you know.
Was
Yeah.
Better.
there still leftover of your sister's cranberry sauce, or did that all go at the
Oh, that
dinner?
makes sense. I don't know. I have no idea.
See, because it could have been like, hey, if you wanted more cranberry sauce, you could have had some of mine.
Well, I ate that for dinner.
Open up
I,
that-
I don't know. I ate it for dinner. I didn't know.
I
And everybody kind of looked at me like I was odd. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing a faux pas or what.
Well,
or
it is
or-
Okay,
weird.
I gotta check what's happening here.
Okay. Have fun. It is a little weird to pop open a can of cranberry sauce and eat it as a snack in general. However,
oh.
this is our second story about someone doing that on this show.
Oh, is
So
there?
it
Did someone
does-
else do it?
Well, one of Gothard's longtime stories was that he used to work at a grocery store. And so one day he, wanted to take his break or took his lunch break. He didn't have a lunch with him. Usually like buy something from the grocery store. And he was walking down the aisle and saw the cans of cranberry sauce. And he thought, I like cranberry sauce. Maybe I'll just have a can of cranberry sauce for lunch. And he said apparently the acidity of the cranberry sauce made it to not be a meal that sat very well on his stomach. By the time he got to the bottom of the can of cranberry sauce, he was feeling a bit
No, I had food in my tummy, so it wasn't just an empty stomach, though.
right.
So it was fine for me. In fact, what I wanted to do, I'll tell you what I really wanted to do. I wanted to freaking get some leftover turkey and start dipping it, but I didn't. I didn't go that far. Would have been delicious, but I
Well,
didn't do it.
that would have been good. That would have been
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, that would have been great. No.
Eating leftovers later on in the day is perfectly acceptable.
No, after that cranberry, I didn't eat a single thing that day. After that,
I don't think they were looking at you because of it being a faux pas. I think they're looking at you just because in general it's kind of weird to pop open a can of cranberry sauce.
the dog
Just
was
go to
excited.
town
The
on
dog
it.
was excited about it too.
I bet
The dog was like,
excited.
the dog was like, I take a spoonful and eat some. The dog was sitting there and lick my spoon, and I'm like, no, Ghost, don't do that. Funny thing is, Ghost is a black lab, so I don't understand that one, but whatever. No, I have many people eating off that spoon. It's fine. I don't care. I share cranberry sauce with the dog and the
So,
5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this year's Thanksgiving was successful at the lake. It was without my siblings showing up. It was a smaller gathering, so they didn't have to set up a kids' table. We all were able to fit at one table, so that was a little different. And it was it went well. And the movie came out this year. Last year, my movie didn't come out. So
Did you
this
get the
year,
tree again?
yeah, I got a nice shot of the tree. When Brian
Nice.
comes back, we'll have to bring that up and show that. Of course, my dilemma is because as I've covered on the show in the past, I have been trying to find a way to get color processing out of 70s era Ektachrome film, which is challenging, being that generally color processing involves certain levels of temperature control and timing for accuracy, and 70s era film doesn't do well with hot temperatures that modern color development kits call for. So it'll melt the emulsion off. And I was playing around with using mixing up hardeners from old formulas of that would have been used on this type of film. But even using the harder formulas with the formaldehyde, it still was not hardening the emulsion enough to be able to handle the temperatures that modern processing does for color. And I'm not even sure if it does well with the temperatures that processing would have been done. I was still getting this very greenish processing that suggested a layer had been stripped off, I think is what was happening. So eventually someone pointed out that one of the things about Ektachrome is that it's still possible to color process film if it's been black and white processed to completely. You can actually reactivate the color layers and process them after the fact. It's not ideal, but it works. So that's kind of my dilemma. Now that I have a nice black and white movie, do I try to get the color and potentially ruin it in the process? But Brian's here, so we're going to go ahead and grab the popcorn.
And now my back is hurting again. So 2 rows are done now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna show this year's Thanksgiving film is what we're gonna do.
Oh, excellent!
Although you might have saw it already if you've been on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I commented on it. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Well, that was a still shot I think that you commented on of just one frame for my test. I don't know if you.
Right. Oh, there was more.
Yeah. I did find. I did
Facebook. Like things have come up randomly. I'm surprised I even saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the other one yet. Sometimes I don't see something that show up for 3 days.
You know what? Facebook is funny. I click on it, a notification, and it brings me to a different page or something else. And I'm like, Facebook, what is your problem?
That is weird.
It's getting pathetic.
But yeah, I did a test.
Not like Twitter, though.
I did a test strip, and so I go to get my chemicals, which had been mixed up over a year ago, and I open up my bottle of D19 and pour that out, and it pours out black. Normally D19 is good. No, it's usually clear. So I was like, okay, thank you for drastically changing color. You made it real easy for me to determine that this needs to be discarded. So
or can it be rejuvenated and turns clear again?
No, I just I have the chemicals. I just
good. No, that's fine.
Mixed
That's
up a
just
new
a
batch.
question. Yeah, that's good. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you replace your whatever chemical it was.
Right. And I also had my sodium dichromate bleach. That stuff lasts longer, and that stuff is still working fine. But my test strip with the newly mixed up D9 and my fixer was still good. That's easy to test. You just take like I have an old roll of 35 millimeter film that I don't use for anything but to test my fixer. I just cut a strip, throw it in the fixer, walk away, come back 5-10 minutes later, take it out. If it's see-through, I know the fixer's working. So
you're not trying to even develop. You're just to see if the fixture can turn it clear.
Right. I throw unused expired 35 millimeter film into the fixer just to test if the fixer is going to be good.
See, I'm learning something. I didn't realize that was a valid test.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because fixer is what removes the remainder of the silver from the film. So if you put just unused, exposed, completely film, it's going to be completely, the negative would make for a dark negative, but it'll still be see-through, transparent. So that is a transformation. So, yeah, that's a real easy test to see if you still got active fixer. You might want to extend your fixing time if it's old. So I generally add a few extra minutes now. So everything looked good. So I ran my test strip through. Image came out, but it came out tinted yellow. And I was thinking is there something wrong with this film? And I thought about it, and I remembered one of the other baths I do is after you do the sodium dichromate bleach, you throw it into a clearing bath for a few minutes. And the clearing bath is to prevent staining from the bleach. And I didn't understand that meant a consistent stain, a consistent tint across the whole image. So now I know what bleach staining looks like if you don't use a clearing bath or you don't have an effective clearing bath. Because That was the only explanation I can come up with
But
why
the
the
still
image
you
was
did,
yellow.
the still you did was actually this roll you just printed,
Right.
put
The
out a
still
So this is what
was.
we're. I kind of like that yellowing effect.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I might want to try to do color processing after the fact on this, because you can
Sure.
color process a fully black and white processed Ektachrome by reactivating the color layer.
Who
But-
which processor, chemical processor you're using?
Well, for the black and white processing, I'm using D19 for my developer, and I'm doing a reversal developing to develop it to a positive black and white.
Is this a Kodak product or somebody else?
D19 is a Kodak formula. It's since been published, so you can just
Right.
mix up your own. I believe this is Kodak's process. I don't know. I think
Okay.
so.
But who
But it
makes this? You make this chemical from local ingredients like eye of newt.
Heck, some of these chemicals you can buy. Most of these chemicals you can buy off of Amazon. Some of the real toxic chemicals you got to buy through specialty stores that actually are selling chemicals for photo processing.
Gators has his name on many
Right.
lists.
So I actually did have to cite a
You're not
statement.
using Cinestill or something like that.
I have used Cinestill to buy kits
Yeah.
in the past, but at this point, no. It's Photographer's Formulary, I think, is the store that you can just start buying individual. Although they do sell a D19 kit that's pre-measured, but you
That
can
was
save-
called what again?
Photographer's Formulary, I think, is what they're called. I'll look that. Let me I think that's the name of that online store. No, Photographer's Formulary comes up with BH Photo Video, but that's not. You know what? Let me check my emails. Let me check my emails for sodium dichromate, and oh nope, that didn't come up. Let me look for other chemicals then. Oh, here we go. Photographer's Formulary. There it is.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I ordered potassium dichromate. Oh, I got it wrong. It's not sodium dichromate. It's potassium. Why do I keep mixing those two up? Those are like opposites, aren't they?
One has a nice banana smell and the other one doesn't.
All right. And sulfuric acid is what's in the bleach. Potassium dichromate
Oh.
and sulfuric acid.
I get that at the corner store.
Yeah. Stores.photoformulary.com is the website. Let me go ahead and throw that into the chat in case anyone.
By the way, if anybody hasn't ever played with sulfuric acid, it's kind of fun to play with.
I don't play with it. I
Oh,
add it to my
But you-
formula carefully.
Or you have it in your car, in the battery of your car.
Yeah.
Can you just use car battery?
Well,
yeah. I have a spare car battery. Let me
Well-
develop some film with it on the go.
This that I bought is described as sulfuric acid 48% class 8.
Oh.
Ground UPS only DEA form required. Choose UPS ground shipping at checkout. And they have reminders on the site that if you don't do that, they aren't going to ship it. And I had to actually write a side statement as to what I'm going to use it for. So I actually had to write out myself on the form, I'm using it to develop film.
It's like,
what
you
and I just sent an image, a scan of my driver's license.
you did just send him that scene from Breaking Bad with the bathtub.
I don't think I would have gotten my sulfuric acid if I did that. I don't think that would have worked out well for me. But yeah, that's where you can buy the more toxic stuff that's really more targeted for. But a lot of these chemicals are just, things you get on Amazon fairly easily.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mixed it up. I mean, basically the process is do a first development that develops a negative, do a bleaching step that turns the dark parts light, re-expose it to light for a second exposure. After the bleaching step, the clearing bath, so that you don't get the yellow tint. But if you like the yellow tint and want to keep it, monochrome. By all means, skip the clearing bath and get your nice yellow tint. Re-expose it to light for your second exposure. Then you put it back in the developing fluid, and that finishes the developing from negative to positive, and then fixer to clear out the rest of the silver, and then wrap it out on the rack, let it hang out to dry. And so here's what we got.
All right.
There's my aunt's dog, Teddy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, this is the one that... No, this is a different dog. Never mind.
No. This is the current dog.
Uh-huh.
And here is a nice little pan around the lake. As you can see, mixing up a new batch of clearing bath got rid of the yellow tint. This is a nice, pure black and white looking movie. So, yeah, I
So you fixed what you had, or...
Well, what that is still you saw was just a snip off the end to test. I just processed a small section of the film.
But that was all correctable, right? Is that what you're saying?
Again, I only processed a small test strip that turned yellow, and then I
thought you just did a test strip from the 35 millimeter.
Well, that was a test, but then I also did a test on that was to test my fixer, but to test the whole process and the processing time.
Gotcha.
So there's my cousin Ethan, who's gonna try butternut squash, and he does not like it. No, did not.
Run away.
There's my aunt.
Okay.
There's my other cousin, who she wore a Christmas sweater because she wanted to dress like I dress. Which I think is the only time in my life I've ever had that. Now, Ethan's doing a little dance for the camera to ham it up, and then to be true to his generation, he does this while he says 6'7", and I was kind of glad that it was a silent camera at that moment. So they did some work on the yard there. Those are new, stepping stones there. There used to be a boathouse over there. Here's the other side of the tree. So yeah, now we got the backside of the tree this year.
Wow, the backside of tree.
The backside of tree, and this is basically just using up the rest of the film.
When was this film taken? Is this recent or when
this?
When
Well,
was
this was the day after Thanksgiving. Everything before
this year,
this,
2025.
Yeah. This is Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, and this is basically.
Maybe you could add a little header to this little film clip. It really is 2025. Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled. Absolutely. So it's and I decided to play a little with the zooming feature as we get to the far side of the lake here in this pan, and there we go. We zoomed in this year, try to see some of these houses on the other side a little better.
Is anybody Mars? Are you on Comcast?
Yes.
Johnny, are you on Comcast?
Yeah, I have Comcast as my provider.
You realize that you know that Comcast is getting rid of their email deal.
I don't use their email.
Yeah, they signed it with Yahoo. Yeah, they're Yahoo Plus.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Their excuse is really candy ass. It says, well, people don't use it, so therefore we're getting rid of it.
Well,
and we're sending it to a third party that offers free email addresses and stuff like this.
Yep.
So this is nothing of them. This costs them nothing.
Right.
Bastards.
Well. Anyways.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was thinking, does Comcast know? No, Verizon owns it.
You know the problem
Verizon
is,
should say, "Hey Comcast, go fuck you. You're going to start paying everybody that comes over from Comcast is going to be you're going to be paying for."
So Brian, Comcast
Double.
is actually behind the time, and I'll tell you why. Rogers in Canada, which Rogers and Comcast marry basically, because Rogers uses a lot of Comcast equipment.
Sure.
Rogers in Canada has been using Yahoo Plus for like 4 or 5 years. So Comcast is actually behind in the whole thing.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Keeps Comcast alive, but I'm surprised.
Yeah, our
Verizon
prices
just
are
puts
going up,
with
of
it.
course, but you know, our emails are going away. I mean, I never use Comcast Mail anyway. I just didn't.
Yeah,
care.
I mean,
I use Gmail.
I don't use
so,
it that much.
and
In
I've had
fact, I know
Yahoo.
people that use it all the time. A friend of mine was
No,
already told to convert, and now he can't get email. So I'm helping him
yeah.
get the
So
stupid shit to work.
so I've had my Yahoo Mail for since 94, 95. And I actually paid for Yahoo Plus for a little while. In fact, I was messing with my Yahoo account the other day. The other day I was messing with it because I forgot my password. Go figure, you know. I just haven't logged into the Thunderbird. I don't think about it. But I was logging in, changing passwords. And I looked and I'm like, okay, Sir Mars at geocities.com. Okay, that's not around. Sir Mars at pacbell.net. That's not around. I'm sitting there going through the history. I'm like, wow, I forgot about all these. It's so funny. It's like a little time capsule.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, sorry, I lost track where we were.
It's okay. It's okay. You just finished your tree.
So that
The
was
backside of the tree. The across the bike and zooming in.
that was this year's movie. Now, the dilemma is: do I try to reprocess it with the color processing, which could add color to the film, or it could come out bad and ruin a perfectly good black and white film? And that's a tough.
I mean, you have the digital version of it already, though, right?
I do have the digital version, but you know, it's a digital scan taken on a rather cheap scanner. Although I was having problems with the scanner, that the LED that backlights the film when it scans was blinking off at times. So I did a little research on that, and I found that you can open it up and reseat things, and try to find the short or replace it. So I opened it up thinking I was going to need to find a bad wire and replace the wire and do some soldering. So I opened it up, and I label things, and I disconnect wires, and I realized after I disconnected the wires, well, how can I test anything? So I reconnected the wires so I could actually turn it on, see if the light lights up, and start wiggling wires while they're connected. So I reconnect the wires, I turn it on, LED lights up perfectly fine, no flicker at all.
Nice.
So just the act of disconnecting, reconnecting the wires fixed the problem. So I put the screws back in, scanned my film, which was great because I did a film I processed from August 2024 that I did color processing on. Now, it didn't come out very good, but I didn't get a good scan of it either. So this is the best color test I have, and it didn't come out good, so I don't know if I want to do it to the Thanksgiving film, but I don't think the movie came out all that great. But anyways, I may as well show you what I was able to do. This is a roll of film that expired, I think, in 76, earlier than 79. And I did the black and white processing, and then I did the color processing afterwards. And I actually did get a color processing that didn't melt the emulsion, but this is not a very good-looking movie. But I don't think it looked that great in black and white either. But this is at the beach looking at the ocean, is what this is. And as you can see, it's a very... well, it's got that pattern on it. I think that's reticulation. But that is something that's not common for very old
I think
film.
those are birds.
Yeah, those are birds. Those are birds on the sand. So, I mean, it's a recognizable image, and the colors are not exactly like jumping out. Yeah, there's some kids, the twins, one of the twins. And if I pan here, I think you can see there's people sitting on the beach. I think you can see it's not purely a black and white film, but it's not until I get the kids in shot that you can see that he's wearing orange shorts. You can kind of see that. So, yeah, this was the best color processing I've gotten out of 70s film so far. And it's not that good. So
So-
I don't know if it's worth trying to do the color processing on the Thanksgiving. I think I need to run another test roll and get something that comes out with a decent black and white image first before I and see how much the color processing changes the black and white image on something that comes out better.
I'd be really interested to see, and I don't know if there's anything that can do it. It'd be interesting to take like your black and white film
Uh-huh.
and send it to some AI and say colorize this and see how it comes out. Just to see, not to keep it, but just to
Right.
see what it would do. Because
That-
honestly,
yeah.
it kind of makes you scratch your head. What was it gonna make it? It's gonna make it 60 frames per second. What's it gonna do? Is it just gonna colorize everything? Are people gonna have random hands coming out of their heads? What's gonna happen?
I don't think AI is. I mean, you have to make a specialized AI for that purpose.
It'd be interesting to see though.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure there's something out there that colorizes stuff. I bet you. Or there's film corrections. There's other corrections for video and stuff. I
using
wonder.
AI to colorize black and white movies is probably a fairly good use of AI.
Yeah,
because
I have no problem with that.
AI can train on what colors things
I
normally.
mean, Ted
look.
Turner did it right.
Yeah. I mean,
He
yeah,
colorized
there's
everything.
That. There is
I mean,
that.
things still looked a little weird. You gotta admit, but it was colorized.
AI could probably do a better job of it. 'cause
Probably.
You train it
Ted
to
Turner's
know
like,
what
oh.
color things should look like, and it'll be able to add that to the image. But yeah, this is not very colorful. But again, this is a color processing off of 1976 film. That in itself is kind of impressive. I just haven't had the nerve to do it on a movie I care about. I shot.
I
that.
understand that. I understand that completely.
I just ran that roll looking at the ocean one day just to have something that was, not important or not something I particularly cared
You
about.
just don't want to mess it
to
up.
play
I
with.
understand that.
Yeah.
You got it working. You don't want to mess it up. I
Right.
completely understand that.
But also that roll was in bad shape. It was very washed out, even in the black and white. So that doesn't really give me a good idea of what color processing those better looking Thanksgiving films is going to come out like. So I'm very nervous about trying to do that. But then again, like you say, I have the scans. It's not like I watch the films on the projector that often. Generally, I do it once after I process it and then scan them and then share the scans with people. That's
Sure.
kind of...
Well, I mean, that's how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like
I
that.
I have to
could project
laugh.
them.
You got these hardcore, film photographer types.
Right.
Oh yes. Way better than digital. Like, is your scanner analog?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people, I mean, heck, DIY film processing is basically processing film to digitally scan the film.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess some people, well, I mean, heck, getting color prints involves expensive machinery, basically. If you're going to DIY prints, it's generally going to be black and white, where you got the enlarger and,
Right.
and the photosensitive paper and the 3 trays.
Well,
to,
and there are people that are going
the
out
red
and buying old enlargers so they can get back into
Right.
printing.
But generally, that's black and white. If you're printing
Yeah, I mean,
color,
all of the film paper printing that I would do when I did that was all black and white.
right. So, if you want to shoot color, you're probably not enlarging. You're probably scanning negatives, which
Today, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Although the process of exposing film is a bit different than taking a digital snapshot, but at the end of the day, you're going to end up with a digital product. So, but that's not what it's about for me. I'm not trying to, heck, I'm not trying to get something superior here. Quite the opposite.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
For me, I feel like, I mean, I'm creating these little movies, but what's kind of baked into these movies is the element of the degradation of time. That time has taken a toll on the materials I'm using. And
Sure.
so, yeah, I
Sure.
get a result out of it, but I get a result that shows what time has done to these materials.
There have been some interesting camera and video challenges on YouTube. Let's take some cheap camera and produce some results.
Yeah.
One person I followed, his deal was, oh, there was a Barbie doll that had a built-in camera, and you can make movies with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Actually, currently, Walmart carries some cheap cameras for kids,
Yeah.
still and video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, this is all digital stuff, but it's just for fun.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with that.
Or go to the thrift store, pick up a brownie.
So,
Sure.
so one thing we found recently, or my dad found.
Oh.
Well, this is kind of cool because my dad found this, and it worked out good for my aunt's birthday, because for my aunt's birthday he put together a photo album for her, and I guess in the late '80s, early '10s, my grandmother, I think in 2009, by the dates on these files, bought a digital camera, and
Nice.
at some point, it after my grandmother passed, it just got put away with stuff. No one really looked at it. So my dad came across it recently, and he's like, "What's this digital camera? I don't remember this digital camera." And it had a memory card in it, and he turned it on. And there was like hundreds of pictures in this camera that my grandmother took over the few years that she had that camera. And so, yeah, it was kind of a treasure trove that we found all these digital pictures on an SD card. So they went through and printed out some of them to put together a little photo album for my aunt for a birthday gift for her.
Wow,
from
that's
that.
nice. My mom had the Sony Mavica, so we had to get stuff off the 3.5-inch floppies.
Oh, those are awful. Yeah, my mom had a 3.5.
Dude, the Sony
Floppies.
Mavicas are freaking convenient, though.
I don't know where the camera ended up, but I have some of the discs. But anyways, so of course after we get back from the birthday dinner, I go, "Okay, Dad, I need that SD card. We got to back that up." And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Well, you got to have a backup." And he's like, "Well, aren't SD cards pretty resilient? Those things last forever, right?" I'm like, "Nothing lasts forever. Come on." So I got a dump of the SD card on my server now.
You just want a copy of it on your server.
Well, I wanted all the pictures, but also I wanted to make sure that all these pictures weren't lost, because
Ask him if his car's going to last forever.
We won't talk about that. I already offered him $1 million theoretically, and I didn't get it.
I don't, somehow he got some kind of rule of thumb mentality that SD card storage is, I think what it is that hard drives are notorious for failing because they have moving parts. Whereas your thumb drives, your flash cards, they don't have moving parts, so they're more resilient. So he's got this mindset of that's a more secure place to put your data. And I'm just like, everything
And
degrades.
CDs aren't time limited, right? If you burn it to a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saving all my old I ripped all my DVDs and Blu-rays. I said, okay, let's have a backup of those.
As it is, a bunch of what's left of Vamp and Rye doing Rice Rona University is on a degraded DVD-R
Did you
that
talk to
can't
Vamp
read.
and ask him if he could send you a new one?
I haven't talked to him yet. I need to call him one of these days.
Yeah, call him and say, yo, do you have a place for those
But-
videos? Do you have a server I can like steal a Dropbox off of you or something?
Well, here's the thing that doesn't sound too good. Dune texted him, and Vamp's response was, "Well, doesn't Rico have backups of that on his server?"
Oh wait, that's behind the wall though, right? That's fine.
That is.
That's
Rico
funny.
might have a backup of that stuff. Can you message Rico and say, yo?
I don't think that thing has kept stream rips of anything for years.
Oh, really?
No, I mean, there was a period of time that it would automatic. Well, it used to be when I started on NHB.
Yeah.
There was a policy that you were supposed to upload your show to the server afterwards, so that they could keep an archive of all the shows. People were not always diligent about. I mean, people were as diligent as of uploading their shows as they were of shipping telethon prizes. So that was.
I bet you there are people that still haven't gotten their prizes. They have, isn't there?
We hear from them, but
You hear from them. Yeah, I haven't got my prize. Who are you?
You know what? Someone said that in chat some point in the last year, but I don't even know if it was a serious comment or not, because everyone that got their portion of the list eventually did their portion
Hi,
of
this
the
is
list.
Atheist Jew. I haven't got my prize yet.
Atheist Jew got his prizes. I think he's got one of my paintings hanging on his wall.
I'm sorry. You know what? That painting has seen some things.
But anyways, where was I?
Back up to Rico stuff. No,
Right.
You know what?
No. But there was a period of time that they set the server to automatically stream rip any live streams. But first of all, the uploaded recordings, they disappeared at one point in time. There was some kind of a crash. Everything was gone. I mean, there used to be a shit ton of old school Rise Running Universities. I only had a few of those episodes that I had downloaded. And that's like the only thing that's left from that era of Rise Running University. I have a bunch of Devil's Advocate episodes I download off of there.
Yeah.
So those still survive. Because we used those for telethon prizes one year, although that was a little iffy, but we won't go into that. But
no, we won't.
I still don't know the full story, but anyways,
it's okay.
Hopefully,
Liz is doing okay.
Well, heck, even Oi hasn't been in touch with them for a while. But then again, I haven't been in touch with Oi.
Yeah, they were besties for a while, right?
Yeah. But anyways, so, like, towards the end of NHB, there was no archive. There was no uploading. There was barely server. It was just automation. And so, no. Rico wouldn't... I don't think Rico has anything. So,
I mean, there might be some people that have some.
But what does he do for automation? He's got to have something.
Well, the NHB server is gone now. There is no automation.
Yeah.
Right.
And what was in automation does still exist. People have copies of that, but that's clips of stuff. And not to mention, automation was not updated all that regularly. It's spotty. Some shows uploaded more clips on other shows. So, right. I mean, that stuff exists. Most of my library, I'm missing a few years of my shows. I have the Sloan archives, but that doesn't have his earliest shows because he wasn't recording back then. All of Damon shows. He's was pretty good at keeping his library, although
they're
his
all mini disc.
Well, no, he did eventually. He had an era of shows that were on cassettes, an era of shows that were on mini discs, and then the digital recordings. And he did eventually convert all the cassettes and the mini discs.
I don't know. I don't know if you can get a hold of him, but do you think he would know where they would be? I know. I know he doesn't want anything that. Yeah, I don't think. I know he doesn't.
Damon only ever tracked his own shows.
Oh, did he only take his own stuff?
No, he never. No, I mean, people basically cared for their own shows.
Oh.
You know, I mean, I suppose it's possible that Shaggy might have the entire PTR archive. I don't know.
Yeah, PTR. What about, who was it that used to do the clips? Was it Zane that used to do all the clips and everything?
Zane was the quote, did a lot of quotes things.
Yeah, he did the quotes.
Well, Zane was very good. Zane was the person that was the most diligent staff member.
Yeah, I wonder
NHB.
if he has a lot of stuff. He may not.
Because I remember when I did I did a show with Zane. Because I visited Zane when I moved out to California.
Yeah.
And he was off the air for a while. He actually had to kind of piece together a working setup. He wasn't sure he had everything he needed to get back on the air. I kind of dragged him on the air, kicking and well, he was excited about it. Yeah. And we did a good show. It was really cool meeting Zane. But the thing about him was that he was very diligent about, you got to have your quality. You got to fix your shit.
Yeah.
You got to upload. You got to upload your show when you're like we.
That's why I figured he would have been like maybe an archivist or something that might be doing that stuff, but maybe not.
He might have archived his own show, but he was also diligent about uploading to the server. Because I remember we stopped our show, We turned off our mics. First thing he did was, let's get the upload done. So
Yeah.
he wasn't like, we'll do that tomorrow, we'll do that later. No, he did that now. He was very much a do it now.
That's
Yeah.
the best way to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just not me.
I see people on other stations that go, oh yeah, I haven't uploaded in 3 or 4 weeks. Here you go, and they poop out like 6 or 7 episodes. They're like, oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's the right way to do it, is to do it now.
Yeah.
And so Zane, but then again, like I said, the server had crashed multiple times. I doubt Rico has anything, I other than what was in automation at the end. That's my guess. OX64
Yes,
Renegade,
OX64
do it
says,
live.
do it live.
We'll do it live. We're going to perform the entire history of the No Holds Barred Radio Network live. Slow the goddamn shit. Oh, that was awful.
Gators, my big question is, are you live?
I think so. Either I'm live or
you're
OX64 is watching Dead Air and was inspired to just start typing do it live.
Yep.
And I think there's about equal chances of either one of those options. So, yeah, we'll do it live. We'll, who are we going to hire to play the role of Blue in the epic breakup episode of... That is the one NHP moment of history that I lament that there is no recording of. And I don't even know if anyone's around that could tell the story. Whatever happened to Griff McReynolds? We can find him. I want to get him to tell the story.
There were so many.
OX64 Renegade, I know this is not live. It's not even real. This is Twitch-generated AI streaming based off old shows. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Gators. You weren't in the top 5 of my Twitch recaps this year. I'm sorry.
I wasn't.
So sorry. No, you weren't. I'm sorry.
I'll get over it.
Mine went. Yes, 100% AI generated.
We're banning all real. So Elon's banning all the bots. YouTube's banning all the people. We thought about this. Elon's got it all wrong. We want the bots. It's the people we don't want.
Exactly.
Look at people. Look at the stupid things they do.
That was a show. Wasn't that a show with
and when okay, so you know, a lot of times you log into something and then, are you a human?
Right.
Basically, you do the human test.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they'd be doing the robot test because the robots got it all worked out
They're
anyway.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's one right above it. Speaking of bots. Perfect timing.
I went to the to a Carl Jr. drive-through, recently, and
did you get the
drive thing is all the robots, right? There was
Right.
no, a lot of times it'll get started and then the human takes over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the best
So
way to deal with that.
so I placed the order entirely with the robot, and after I paid the guy, there was the guy, and before I left, it says, "Is it just you and the robot, or is there somebody else here?"
Yeah.
I think it was only him.
Well, someone put together a short on how to best deal with drive up.
Moderator.
How to best deal with drive up AIs if you just want to get a human. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and bring this up, and this is how you do it right here.
Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get 18,000 water cups, please?
Okay. What can I get for you?
Right away.
Right, exactly.
You can hear it starting to say, like, could I get anything else? Like, the AI is more than
And then
happy.
she's like,
to-
excuse me?
AI is more than happy to put in that order to the
That
kitchen
is funny.
for 1,800 water cups.
No, 1,000, sir, 1,000.
18,000 water cups.
Oh my goodness! And then you see right away. Excuse me, what? What can I help you with?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I was
All
like,
right,
you
we
sound
get it.
just like her. How did they
Well,
do that?
The thing is that at least at Wendy's, they still have the headsets, and
Yeah.
they're listening in to the conversations you're having with the AI. So they're
If they're not
their-
doing something else. See, that's the thing. Eventually, they'll be doing something else, and they won't be doing that anymore.
Well, yeah, but for now, they're able to. I
Multi-
guess
if a person's not good for multitasking, then he's not going to do it.
right, but you could multitask and just listen to the AI, and if the order goes through fine, you can continue doing something else and not keying up your microphone. And if we keep it that way, that would be nice. Of course, we all know where this is going, but for now, because I have had them step in, because although there are times that I've had them not step in, and then I have to convert. Because one time I go to Wendy's, and they have posters up at the drive-thru advertising these new like mix-ins that they have with their Frosties, and I'm like, ooh,
Why
that-
are you changing your Frosties with other things?
So
Why not?
recently, we went to this fast food restaurant, and you get to the register and like, oh, our system is down. The only way you can get an order in is to use the app.
Ugh.
So I go to the app store to get the thing. Oh, that's right. They have neither Wi-Fi at this place,
oh,
and the cell signal sucks. I mean, it's so bad. So I had to step outside to download the app, right?
this is
And
ridiculous.
then, let's see. I have to sign in. You have to create a login for the app. Okay, that worked. Okay.
What's across the street? Is there something across the street
Yeah,
that has a person?
Hang on. No, there were
Micro.
people there. It's just the system wasn't working. So then I go through and I place the order, right? Okay, submit the order. Oh, error. You didn't
Brian?
set up your payment type.
Hey,
And there
Brian,
was
this-
no place to set
You
the
didn't-
payment type.
You didn't ask.
Brian, did
I
you
went
say-
back to look at the profile, the account setup, et cetera, et cetera. There was no place to have a.
Brian,
Apparently,
what
they
place-
don't want you to
What
give them
place
money.
is this? What place is this?
I Smash Burger.
Oh, I understand. Smash. Oh, that's a shame, man. Smash Burger's so. No, that's.
Oh, this is why you put up with this horse.
Yeah, exactly. Smash Burger's good.
Exactly, but then
You know,
that,
I would've gone down-
failed, so we had to go someplace else.
Well, you should go down the way to an In-N-Out.
Say again?
Go down the way to an In-N-Out instead.
In and out.
Well, this was in Marina, California.
They
Oh,
have
they
a
don't have
Five
In-N-Outs
Guys.
in Marina?
You know what? The only thing there was a Chipotle, and we didn't feel like that.
you could get a double meat burrito bowl. That works.
Well, it just didn't feel like that.
You just have to
I
make sure you
understand.
get home before the diarrhea.
Anyway,
hits, and
so
you'll be fine.
we kind of backtracked, went into Seaside, and went to the Wendy's there because we hadn't been there in a while. And our local Wendy's is gone, so we haven't been going to Wendy's. Well,
So I had two Wendy's AI experiences, as I was starting to say. So I order they have the billboards up, and I don't mean in the window. Like they have them at the drive-through lane. They're advertising these Frosties with mix-ins, and so I'm like, I'm gonna try one of those because I love a good gimmick, and I have a sweet tooth, and I love ice cream with like chocolate sauce or brownie bits or whatever mixed in. So I order it, and the IA says, "Oh, we're sorry. That's only available through the app," or that's a promotion that's only available through the app. And,
and
I'm like,
I've heard that bullshit before.
and I'm staring
bye.
I am staring at the menu board advertising this.
But it's on the menu board, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is this horseshit? So, but I'm not going to argue with a computer from my car. So I just like,
Oh, I got some more branches to put on. Hang on. I'll be
so, okay. So basically, I just ditched that and I drove through and I complained to the person at the window. I'm like, hey, what you advertise these Frosties with the and he goes, oh yeah, you want the vanilla with the blah 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 mix in. I'll hook you up. I got you covered. So he went in and he did it. You know, you just had to ask at the window.
Can I ask for my mix-ins on the side?
I don't know. You have to take that up with
I want
Wendy's.
the brownie bites, but I want a cup of those and the frosty. And I would do my own mix-ins because I don't want anything mixed in with my frosty. You guys have a problem with that. The only thing I mix with my frosty is I dip my fries in it. Excuse me.
So then another time I go, and normally I order an unsweetened iced tea as my beverage from. Well, I mean, I like soda, but I mean that's so much sugar to take in your body.
Only place you really need to get a Coke. There's only one place that you must have a Coke or a soda. If you're going to McDonald's, you must at least have a soda there. That is important because honestly, their Coke is special. They have something special in their Coke. I'm sorry.
I just
too much.
That's just so much sugar, though.
So much sugar? Okay.
For me, I've reached a point where for me a soda is an occasional treat because that's just
I don't.
That's
get
just
soda
so
very
much
often.
sugar.
I don't do soda very often.
You're drinking sugar. It's kind of impractical.
You don't go to the South and ask for a sweet tea, do you?
No.
No, because that's basically sugar swill.
Yeah. So
You're I think there's more sugar than sweet tea in here, my dear.
So problem one, AI not that good at distinguishing the difference between sweetened and unsweetened. So there have been a few times I got the sweet tea from Wendy's, although it's Wendy's sweet tea is not Southern sweet tea.
No,
So
Southern sweet tea
probably-
is more sugar than tea.
probably better than the soda. Still.
And when they
So probably
hand you, you
still
go,
come out
"Oh,
ahead."
bless your heart." What are you talking about? I didn't want any. I did not want sugar. I didn't ask for a sweetened iced tea. I asked for an iced tea, and they go, "Well, sweet tea is our standard. That is what tea is. It's sweet tea here."
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So anyways, one time I drive up and I order for my drink the unsweetened iced tea, and the AI goes, "Oh, we're sorry, we don't have that on our menu anymore." And I'm like, "Okay, give me the lemonade or whatever." And as it's doing that, the human cut it off and said, "Oh, sir, actually we do have unsweetened iced tea. You want me to put that in for you?" That was nice. I like that. I don't know why the AI doesn't know what that they have a tank of unsweetened iced tea in the building, but their computer will not sell it. They have to override the computer to sell it. Someone went to the effort to make tea that their computer won't sell.
Did you tell them Grok needs to be updated?
They know. They know. That's why they overrode that quicker than that 18,000 water cup order got overrode. So yeah, they were on top of that day. Let's see. OX64 rating again. Great NH3 radio skit. Sir Mars catering to a Karen customer at fast food chain.
Yeah, I can do it.
We might have to write something. We just need to get someone that writes. We'll have to hire a writer. Get a writing staff. Anyways, speaking of tea, that just reminds me of I think I've been to Texas twice. Actually, I might have been to Texas 3 times because I've been to 2 different locations, and I think I went to one of them. Actually, no, I may have gone to Texas twice to 2 different locations. I think. Actually, no. I'm confused. Yeah, I think I've been to Texas twice for business. And I know one of the times I went there, I think it was the time that I went there because the office was closing down, and they basically sent the local Texas IT rep that worked for PCA out there, and they sent me down because it was a Tharco company. PCA owned us now, so they needed a representative from Tharco and a representative from PCA to go through this building and clear everything out. E-waste, the stuff we don't care about, put aside the stuff we do care about, and basically get all of our tech equipment out of this building before we lease it or sell it or vacate it or whatever was going to happen next. So I went there, hung out with the guy. Was a great guy. He always did this little snort thing and spoke with a strong accent. Great guy, fun guy to hang out with. And him and another Texas guy was helping him out. So there was actually 3 of us. And of course, we'd always go eat out at lunch and dinner while in the area on the company's dime. And this one guy that was with us, every place we went, as the check was coming, he always, without fail, every time would go, "Could I get a to-go tea?" And then they come back.
Yeah,
with
that's standard procedure in the South, though, isn't it?
This was the only time I ever encountered that.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, the first time it happened, I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what a cool idea. Ask for a drink to go if you're still thirsty." He did this every meal. At the end of every meal, "Could I get a to-go tea?" And I mean, we're sitting down at a place. We had glasses, and he'd ask for the to-go tea, and they come back with a paper cup with the lid on it to go. So it was every meal. He always ended that with, "Could I get a to-go tea?" And he said "to-go tea" as if this was a normal terminology.
It is.
In everyday vernacular.
It is.
I mean, I would say, "Could I get an iced tea to go?" Because object for there, I don't have the phraseology "to go tea" in my vocabulary. Well, now I do.
Now you do.
But
And
yeah,
if
that
you
was
say that anywhere else, it'd be like, "Dude, you have a paper cup. How you take it outside? It's fine."
yeah. So no, that was it seemed to be a normal thing in Texas that you ordered an extra tea
North
to go
Carolina, Kentucky, it's the same thing.
on your way out the door.
To-go tea, yeah.
Can I get a to-go tea?
Yeah. Louisiana is the same way. To-go tea.
And I guess there's some people that they order that to-go tea every time, because that was this guy. He got a to-go tea every place he went to. Actually, there was one place that said, "Oh, sorry, we don't do to-go teas." And
he probably didn't go there again.
well, he was very polite and friendly about it.
He's like, "Can I have another tea?" Or you got a paper cup. Do you have any paper cups? I put it in a cup. Come on. Got a water cup? Give me your water cup, and I just bring it to you home.
In fact, I almost gasped when they're like, "Oh, we don't do to-go teas." I'm like, this guy gets them everywhere. How do you not do this here?
It's like,
Clearly,
just a second. Let me go back to my car. I got my to-go cup from the other place. I go over there and I'll fill it up. It's okay. You fill that up.
Observing this guy, I was left with the impression that it was like a faux pas to not offer a to-go tea from what I was observing.
Oh my goodness.
But I guess some places don't do it. So that was my Texas experience.
Wow. And your 72-ounce steak.
No, I did not do that. no. But we had a good time
the
there.
only ones that can ever do those, are the skinny white boys, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, Gators, I have a question.
You have a question.
Did you bring the Blart to Thanksgiving dinner?
I'm glad you asked that, because I absolutely did bring the Malort
the
to
Malort.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure when to break it out, because, like, on the one
What's that
hand,
aquavit you give everybody here? We're trying something new. What? No, actually,
no,
we're not doing
no,
that. But
I didn't want to mess with the aquavit toast. That's a normal thing we do, so we did the aquavit toast. That was great. That was wonderful. And I didn't want to do the Malort like with the dinner, because who wants to taint a good Thanksgiving meal with something that's gonna linger in your mouth and mess with your taste buds? So I figured it'd be a good after dinner thing to do, but I didn't want to do it immediately after dinner, because you just had this great meal. You got the nice flavors of wonderful turkey in your. Who wants to, So basically, I ended up doing it at dessert.
okay. And how many people tried it?
Me and 2 others. We got 2 takers.
And did the faces share the same?
So I asked if anyone wants to try a shot of Malort. My cousin was a no-go. And so my uncle and my nephew were the only 2 takers for a shot of Malort. So I set up 3 shot glasses.
Wait, is this the nephew that turned 21 at the wedding and took a little nap on? Okay.
Yes,
okay,
that
okay.
nephew. So I poured 3 shots of Malort, and I really should have had an extra hand free to take video. Unfortunately, I didn't. And we did the shot.
You needed the train light when you did this.
Oh, I should have, but I was doing the shot with them. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure my nephew he made a face. He was like, "Wow." And my uncle though, he had quite a reaction. Man, did he make a face? And he's like, "Oh my god, that's awful." And the thing about it was like we're sitting there, and he's like, "I can still taste it. It doesn't go away." He's reading the bottle, and the bottle mentions that it's favored by two-fisted drinkers, and he's like, "Well, of course you got to be a two-fisted drinker to drink this. You need to have something else in the other hand to get rid of
You need something stronger in the next hand, right?
He was like, I got to get up and walk to the kitchen and find something else to eat to get rid of this.
Nice.
This is
Exactly.
awful. So I don't think he's going to do it again next year. I do not think we're going to get repeat takes on that. But
if the rest of the family shows up next year, everybody else can have some.
Well, my sisters have committed to showing up next year. Now,
good.
here's the bummer. So I was under the impression that there was a good functional working oven at the lake house, because in the 90s when my grandfather retired, he did a lot of work on that lake house, and I knew I knew that there was the oven that was in that kitchen was never used because it didn't work right. So they replaced that oven, and so in my mind it's like, oh, it used to not have a working oven, now it does. And that's just, you go through life just continuing to think that, because nothing has come to your attention to make you change that understanding of reality. So we're eating dinner, and I kind of mentioned like, well, I could always cook the turkey next year. My aunt's like, no, not in that oven. I'm like, what? Not that? No, that oven's been there since 1978. That oven don't. And I'm like, no.
Does it not work?
Well, apparently the problem with that oven is that I think there's a problem with the igniter in that oven. So the way the oven works is it will cycle.
Is it gas?
Yeah. It's probably propane, because I think.
Well, you sit there, you light it, you sit there, you turn on the gas, you take a lighter down to it.
Well, but the way that the oven maintains temperature is it cycles on and off. So the igniter needs to work so that when it cycles off, it can cycle back on reliably. Well, apparently after you've had it on for a while, it doesn't always cycle back on right away. So sometimes you get a bit of a delayed poof action when the igniter eventually works
So
after
the igniter,
filling with gas. So, yeah. Oh, happy birthday, Mod Pro.
What? It's Mod Pro's birthday? Mod Pro, what did you tell us?
Yeah, you need to tell us
Wow.
these things.
I didn't get that.
I would have sent you a bottle of Malort.
Oh, why do you hate her? Mod Pro's been very nice. You should not be mean.
The toaster birthday.
Oh. Well, happy birthday, Mod Pro.
So after the dinner, I'm like, "What? The oven doesn't work?" And she's like, "No, that oven's old. That's the second oven. They replaced that oven in like 1978." And I'm like, no. And she's like, "That's." And then my uncle's like, "That's the only oven I ever knew in there." And I'm like, "That's not true. So luckily I had all my family photos with me. So I found a family photo taken in the early mid 80s of me and my cousin sitting on the kitchen floor with a different oven in the background. And so I pulled up the picture, and they were like, "Oh, I'll be. You're absolutely right."
Well, in the back of the
completely
oven,
forgot about that.
there's usually a stamp date, like a stamp date on the back of the oven. You probably could look.
Well, that's the thing, because then they started questioning, well, when was that oven replaced? And no one cared enough to actually move the oven away from the wall to look at get serial numbers or things like that. But they kind of were like, well, it must have been 94. And I'm like, yeah, when they did the work on the house. And they go, well, that was in 94. So, yeah, the new oven is now old again. But not as old as they thought it was.
It still doesn't work?
Well, like I said, the igniter doesn't ignite quickly, so you kind of get this like poof action after a while, because it's. So here's the funny thing, though. When we're trying to figure out how old the oven is, we Google the make and model number of the oven. It was like a Tappan 110 or something like that, and I just Googled Tappan 110. I didn't Google Tappan 110 broken or Tappan 110 service. I just Googled Tappan 110. Little AI Google blurb that comes up says, sometimes this oven has a bad igniter. If in those cases, you could replace the igniter by doing this oven.
So next year, just bring an igniter and fix it.
Well, it's not my oven to fix, you know?
It's not hard to do.
Right, but it's not my oven to fix, and I don't want to ask other people to fix it, and I don't want to intrude by coming in with parts. What if I break their oven trying to fix it?
Was it working right now?
Not really.
Then
It
the
works.
problem is,
Well, they do still use it sometimes to kind of warm things and heat things. They don't use it to cook.
oh,
So they do kind
Well, the one
of.
thing is the igniter has to work eventually.
Well, it works, but it doesn't maintain a good temperature. It's not good at maintaining a consistent temperature, but I guess it's good enough to work for a short period of time to warm already cooked food. But even that, I think, is kind of iffy. I don't know. The point is that what functionality it has, they use.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, absolutely, it probably could be fixed. And it probably could be fixed relatively easily. It's just not my oven to fix. But I just thought it was funny that they're like, well, that oven's been there since 1978. I'm like, I got pictures to prove it.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you have pictures after 94?
Well, heck, I just showed some pictures from Thanksgiving. Those are after 94.
No. I mean, like right after 94.
Somewhere, maybe.
Okay.
I haven't gotten that far with the scanning.
Now, my question is, Gators, are you gonna at one point do a quick montage of the tree growing up from the videos you have?
I've kind of considered that, but
That'd be kind of neat to watch it grow. You know, you don't have to have like whole things, but just grow.
well, the thing is, the tree pretty much looks the same as it did in '72.
Does it?
Well. Here, let's. You know what? We could do a really quick comparison right now. So let me go ahead and go into my ProRes 3 folder and bring up movie number 2, and let's get past the part where people are chilling in their beds in their jammies, and let's. There we go.
I mean, I understand that part too, but I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. Let's see here. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead. So here's a pan around the lake in 1972 in winter, covered in snow.
Okay.
So yeah, it in some ways this is a familiar shot to what we saw earlier, but also different. And back then, the boathouse was torn down last year. So that's not there anymore. The boathouse was red when it was there. Here's the house. Here's the house in full color.
Nice.
That tree's not there anymore.
Oh.
That house is not there anymore.
Oh.
All right. So there's this tree, which is not there anymore. So I can't take any shots of that tree. But after we get to the top of this tree, here is the tree. So this is the 1972 shot of the tree that my grandfather took.
It's changed. It really has.
Well, not that much, really.
Okay.
It's about as tall. So now if I come over here to my Super 8 folder of newer movies, and we bring this one in. There we go, around the lake in black and white in modern times with no boathouse there anymore. And there's the house, which is now painted red, but it just looks black and white. And again, I took another shot to kind of show the spot where the boathouse no longer is. And there's the tree. And
look how much bigger it is. It's
maybe.
Towering now.
And then there again is my cousin, who does not like butternut squash, as can be seen.
I understand.
It was good. It was like sweet. It was like
I'm not too big into squish myself, so.
Yeah. But this was really cute because this is another cousin who she had on a Christmas sweater. Because every year for Thanksgiving, it being the kickoff of the holiday season, one year I was shopping in Walmart and I came across this rack of ugly holiday sweaters. And I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe that could be a thing I do. Maybe I could break out a ugly holiday sweater around the holiday time. Maybe I could. Yeah. And so I bought this kind of beer themed ugly holiday sweater because like this, clinking beer. I've worn it on the show in the past. And so I wear that sweater every year to the Thanksgiving. So apparently my cousin here has noticed this sweater and she must like it because this year she actually told her mom, I want to dress up like Johnny Gators for Thanksgiving this year.
Is that something you hear very often?
That is the only time in my life I've ever heard that.
Nice.
So she's got on a nice Christmas sweater that she wore to dress like me, like her cousin Jonathan. So yeah, that was really cool. Which I'm kind of like, maybe if I do the color processing on this, we can get some color on that sweater, or maybe we ruin the whole image. I don't know. Yeah. Even though I had the train headlight on, the indoor shots at this point kind of came out a bit grainy. It didn't come out that good. But yeah. So
it comes out vintage looking.
Yeah. But what was kind of funny about that was that the kid that ate the butternut squash, my other cousin, he's her older brother. So he was referring to my sweater as an ugly sweater, not that he was going that sweater's ugly, but just that he understands
it's the category.
That's what it is. And she was getting upset by that. She's like, it is not ugly because she likes my sweater. She wanted to dress up like that. And
no, in fact, if you go to the store today,
yeah,
we were actually going through Walmart and they had a lot of sweaters out, but they were all in the ugly category.
Right.
You can't get a nice one anymore.
No,
they are nice.
Nice sweater.
I mean, really nice.
But anyways, she was offended that he kept referring to it as an ugly sweater, and he was trying to explain, no, that's what it is. It's an ugly sweater. She's like, no, but because she basically, it's like you're saying that she's ugly for wearing a Christmas sweater to look like me, or that she's wearing an ugly sweater. So it's like, no, it's not. So like they had to tell him, like, no, stop it, stop calling it an ugly sweater. You're upsetting her. So it was. Yeah, she wasn't understanding that ugly sweater is kind of a thing.
It's a category.
It's not an insult or a put down. So yeah, it's like stop it, stop calling it an ugly sweater. You're upsetting her.
They're all. That's They're all.
Yeah.
That that's a category, and
yeah,
that's what they call them, and they still are popular, believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wear mine every year.
I do not wear that every year.
On that note, it is that time again. We do need to once again put to bed. I got to wake up at 5:45 tomorrow, so we got to put to bed.
I'm so sorry.
Take another train ride and find my way to the office in the cold again. So this has been another fun-filled edition of
Insert Title here. But
we do try to be educational. So, Brian, what have you learned this week?
How is your Plex server running?
Excellent. We used it to watch the parade.
Have you? Oh, so you're doing photos and videos now?
Oh yeah, and network TV tuners.
No, I mean, yeah. You can now, so you can store your music on it with use Plex app.
I store videos. I store music.
You store music and photos.
I don't do photos, but I do movies and TV shows, and I have it tied into my network TV tuner. So when we were at the lake house and we couldn't get a NBC stream, is it NBC? Yeah, and we couldn't get an NBC stream working on their Fire Stick. So I just signed into my Plex server, brought up the TV section, and we basically watched broadcast TV from Providence in northeastern Pennsylvania being relayed by my Plex server. What? You're having some problems with your server?
No. I got music going.
Okay.
And I told you we could tell everybody. So I got the music part of it working beautifully, right?
Right.
I go, okay, and I've got this playlist of songs for on the road. Okay,
Cool.
And I'll probably be dropping some of those tunes, whatever. But it's about 3 hours worth, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're about to go to the beach house. This is not this last week, but the week before. Okay, shutting down this house, and I shut down the Plex server, and then I get on there and realize, oh,
Oh
I
dear.
shouldn't have been shutting down the Plex server.
Yep.
It's pretty a funny, stupid moment for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
That's right up there with the time that I turned off the power strip that my telephone was plugged into while talking to tech support and tried to.
So this week we're starting to go down there, and I realized, oh, my stupid phone isn't paired with the Bluetooth. And of course, Toyota doesn't let you do jack shit while you're moving.
Oh.
So you'd have to pull over. You kept that something like no. So instead, I'll install. I haven't done it yet. Install the Plex app to my wife's phone, so that we can use her phone for that. Although I couldn't have done it while we were driving because she keeps her phone in her purse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a bunch of behavior things we have to change.
Yeah.
What? That you need to.
Well,
make sure?
Don't have your phone in the church. In your purse. You're gonna use yours to do the music.
Well, you
Oh.
can on the Plexamp app. You can download music, to store it locally on the phone. So that way, if you
But
lose a
doesn't
connection
that
to your
defeat
server,
the whole purpose, Gators?
but it gives you a backup for when you get in the dead zone, or if you do a dumbass move like.
Well, I
cut off your server.
haven't hit a dead zone yet. So that's not a
Yes.
problem.
But
It's not
but
a problem yet.
I download a few things so that I have options if I get to a dead zone and music stops. I can I have a few albums I can choose from.
And I don't know if I have any dead zones.
Yeah. Well, I haven't run into
With
that
XM
problem
Radio, I get some dead zones. Oh, like when you go past under a.
of.
It depends. You go under a bridge or
I've not had
go
to
past
use
a
a
big
download.
building, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've not had to use a download yet. I've not run into that, but it is an option.
Now,
What's annoying about it though?
So about a week ago, I added pictures. Okay, and just a shitload of pictures. I should have done a smaller batch of pictures. I just throw the whole fucking folder in there. Probably 100,000 photos, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
all
about
right.
right.
The thing is, a week later, it is now able to show some of the pictures. I'm not sure what
because
percentage.
it's been
It has to generate the.
It has to
the
cache all the
images.
things for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But now I think it's at the point where it's usable. Let me pull it up real quick on my phone.
Okay.
And then it's going to. Okay, so. It's not blazingly fast, by the way.
Huh.
Do you have a Wi-Fi or
Mine
Ethernet?
works pretty fast.
Well, it's
But I
not
haven't done
been rendered
photos.
yet.
I've not done photos on mine though. But it's
No,
straight
music
video.
is 100%. Yeah, it's video.
Yeah, I stream
It's
video
fine.
pretty fast too. Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't tried the photo thing on it.
Okay, let's see if you can see that. So it's got some images.
Yeah.
These are images for a 2011 calendar. So we do have these themes.
Yeah, it's kind of the reverse of how we normally end the show.
Yeah, right. But,
That's right.
but yeah, I mean,
That's
it's not perfect yet.
The problem
Yeah.
is that he's emptied his bladder every time he went to work on the tree.
No, I actually only did once.
Yeah.
I have a bottle here, so I'm fine.
All right, and we're not seeing that. Thank you very much.
I can turn my camera on if you want for that, if you want. But I don't, because Gators will get kicked off of Twitch.
Well, right here we got someone that wants her treats. It's about time for her treats.
Oh no!
So she is
Momo treat time.
And she also missed me all day while I was at the office after being around for a full week.
Oh.
You know, it's a fun video I saw on Facebook.
What's that?
So you know how the game is supposed to work. You take a stick and
I lost.
you toss it for this dog.
You lost the game, Gators.
Yeah, you did too.
I did too.
I'm sorry, what? I missed that.
The game. The game is to not think about the game. Anytime you think about the game, you lose.
What game?
That's the game.
Oh. Did I lose?
Well, are you thinking about the game right now?
No.
Oh. Then.
But you brought it up.
All right, continue about the game you're talking about.
So there's this cute video of this. Here's how the game. Oh, that's what I said. This is how the game works. You take a stick, you throw it, the dog chases it. That's the easy part. The next part is the dog gets the stick, brings it back to you, and drops the stick at your feet so you can throw it again. Right?
And now the game is to get
Our
the
dogs
dog
don't
to
use
go
stick.
away
Yeah.
and not come back.
So that's part of it. Yeah, if it's a strange dog, then you've missed it. But a lot of dogs don't get that, right?
No, they're with the ball, not the stick. The ball's more iconic, not a stick.
Well, even still, stick or ball, you throw the object. The dumb dog will do the first part. Will go get the object, but then have you chase them around. I'm sorry, that's not the game. The game is for you. to return
That is
it.
their game, not your game, Gator.
No,
Brian.
You know what?
Anyway, so this cute video was this.
Uh-huh.
So there's the smart dog that knows how the game works.
Uh-huh.
Then the other dog is seeing this like, oh, that's how the game works, and learns from the other dog how the game is played.
Oh, I see.
That's pretty cool.
Now here's a fun game, I've been told.
Okay.
Apparently there are groups of people that like to play like their dogs, and there might be bars or clubs that these types of people hang out at. So apparently a fun thing to do is to walk into one of these places and take a ball out of your pocket and just watch everyone in the room turn and stare at you. And
Yeah.
yeah, apparently that's a fun thing.
Yeah, I've done that.
You've
I've
done
ta-
that
I've taken a ball out of my pocket, and people gotta look at me and go, wait, what?
at a
I'm like,
club where people like to role play as dogs?
No, I've never been to
Puppy
there.
play.
No,
Isn't
no.
that puppy play?
No, I've never been there. No.
That's
No.
what I'm saying. If you go to a
No.
place like that and take a ball out of your pocket, boy, are you going to be the center of attention as everyone
You
stares
know
at
what?
you, ready for puppy play.
You know what? You know what? Some people that might be their thing.
You do go to strange bars.
No, I've not gone to these places. I've just heard about these places.
Okay.
I don't know where these places would be. Heck, I wouldn't mind checking one out just to see what kind of,
Well, let's see.
interesting no kink shaming here.
Dungeons
Could
in
be interesting to
Boston.
observe,
Let's see. Let's Google dungeons in Boston for Gators.
Why is it got to be dungeons? I think there's perfectly nice non-dungeon
Puppy
establishments
play in
that
Boston.
you're well, now that's in your search history, Mars.
I don't log into Google, sir.
Boom! Score. That is tied to your permanent record now.
I don't log into Google. Yeah.
It's tied to your IP
Dr.
address.
Oh,
was
here's how to
something
learn how to do pup. Oh. Okay. Where to play with puppies in Boston.
That's not quite the.
Oh, there's professional puppies in Boston. That might be where you want to go.
Okay, all right. We'll do add that to the map.
Look for organized puppy classes. That's what you need to do, Gators.
Organized puppy. I don't think that's. I think that's literal puppies.
There's also dog walking places.
Okay.
Boutiques. There's boutiques, so you find all your standard puppy stuff there.
Insert
So.
Oh.
Mars,
insert title here.
what have you learned this week?
I've learned where to play with puppies in Boston. And there's a lot of deforestation in at the beach, at the house, at the lake house.
And I've learned that we've all lost the game again. So, yeah. I had a pretty good record going. I hadn't thought about that reference in years.
Gators, there's it says how to learn about the 5-minute rule for puppies.
5-minute rule for puppies?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, you know what they are?
What's that? What?
Mars, we're dying here.
No, he left.
Oh,
I think he just
I see
Liam'd
that.
us.
left us. All right, so do we raid or we just get out of here?
Well, we got OX64 hanging out, so we should raid. Let's.
Hey, OX64, what did you learn?
Let's look for something to raid here. Tired Actors live, but she doesn't let us raid unless we have enough viewers, and I don't know how many viewers we have. Right now it's.
Did you attempt?
Let's try to raid Tired Actor. I don't think it's going to let us though.
All right. Have a good week.
All right. It's going to let us raid. So we'll be back
Yay.
next week. Same time, same place, same trees.
All right.
There we go. And we've raided. All right. Catch you later.
Dee-da, dee-da. Yep. All right. Super.
Good night.
I did.
Yep.